What is up, YouTube? We are coming to you with a brand new video, and it is on expansion. There are some rumors going around, take it with a grain of salt, that the AAF is going to expand in either 2020 or 2021, adding 2 teams to the West Division and 2 teams to the East Division of this league. Here to talk about it today, we have 13 cities that we are going to discuss, and we've got Sealark, and at the end of the video, we're going to each choose 2 cities which we think are going to join in the expansion of the Alliance of American Football. Clark is going to start us off. Clark, why don't you go through the cities and tell us what cities are most attractive for the expansion?
The first city we have is Oakland. They did have the Raiders, but they are moving to Las Vegas, as you know, and they just lost a team, and their fans will be kind of desperate, so they might want a team. Oklahoma City also, because as you know, they have the Thunder in Oklahoma City, and they're also a football state. All these teams have passionate fans, which equals a good supporting fan base. Columbus, Ohio is our next city. It is the state capital and largest city in Ohio. They could be able to adopt some of the former Ohio State players, such as what the Birmingham Iron has done. The next city is Louisville. It is the 29th most populous city in America. The state has ties to both the ACC and the SEC. Our next city is Portland, Oregon. Really, this city should have more than one professional sports team. It's a really big city, one of the bigger cities in the northwest area of the United States. They are really good at recruiting here in Oregon. As you know, Oregon has the #1 recruiting class in the Pac-12 this past year. It would be great for an AAF team. Raleigh-Durham is our next city. It's really Raleigh, not Durham, because they have a stadium where NC State plays that could support an AAF team. And they also have a lot of football fans in that city.
Alright guys, so next up we got Norfolk, or Virginia Beach. I think this would be a good destination for a team. Lots of you have actually been commenting this. That's why I had it in. I think there could be a successful team. There need to be more eastern teams along that coast. I think Virginia Beach would be a hit in this league. Next up, we got Omaha. Now you're thinking, Omaha, why would we want to have a team in Omaha, Nebraska? They had a successful UFL team. You probably haven't heard of the UFL. It's an old league. But the Omaha Nighthawks, you should go check them out. Maurice Claret actually played running back for them. I think that they could have a successful team up there. Next up, we got Hartford, Connecticut. Lots of you have been commenting about Hartford, Connecticut. I don't really know what's up there. I just know it's close to New York. I think that there could be a big potential sports team here in the AAF. I'm pretty sure UConn is close to that. I think. I don't know. There would have to be a college stadium to support the team, but I think Hartford would be great. Alright, next up we got Charleston. Lots of you were commenting y'all wanted Charleston. Another team along the Atlantic coast. I think it could work in Charleston. I don't really know much about the city, so I'm hesitant to put an AAF team in Charleston just because there are so many other cities stacked up against it. Next up we got Boulder, Colorado, another western team. I think this could be a good destination. You got the Colorado Buffs. I don't know if they could compete, though, with the other California teams necessarily, but it could be really interesting.
The next city is Barrow, Alaska. This city is in northwest Alaska. Absolutely nobody would come to these games. They have about 10 people living in this city, and this is a huge joke. They will obviously not be an AAF team.
By the way, thanks to the person who commented on our community, Barrow, Alaska. Next up, we've got an interesting one. Toronto, Canada. There's a huge market for football. As you know, they have a CFL team that's pretty popular, the Argonauts. Only problem is, would fans want to watch American football? Would they be used to these unique American rules, which are different from the normal American rules, which are also different from Canadian football rules? Would they be able to draw fans? It might be difficult, but it would definitely be interesting to see.
My first East city is Norfolk/Virginia Beach. Virginia is a really big state that is in need of a professional sports team, and I think it is time for them to get one. My second East team is Louisville. They have ties to both the ACC and the SEC with a lot of football fans in their state, and I think they can adapt a football team. My first West team is Oklahoma City. Obviously, they both have Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, who draw tons of fans to their games. It is a huge football state. Oklahoma City will be perfect for an AAF team. And then my last city is Portland, because, as you know, Oregon draws a lot of good players to their state. And Portland is a huge city that only has one professional sports team. They obviously need another one, and Portland is a great team to have in AAF.
Alright, guys, for my Eastern additions to this league, I'm going to have to go with Columbus, Ohio. Lots of people want Columbus, Ohio, and for good reason. It would definitely support an Alliance of American Football team. If you get some Ohio State players on that roster, oh my gosh, I know the fans would be out there in a heartbeat. Next, we got Hartford, Connecticut. So many people have been wanting Hartford, Connecticut, and there just needs to be a northern team in this league. Lots of you have been begging for a northern team. I know lots of these are southern teams, so I'm trying to push it up north. In the West, I added Boulder, Colorado, just because there are already going to be so many pushes for a California team. I want something different than California. I think Boulder, Colorado, you obviously have a stadium. You're going to be near a college town, and you're going to have the Colorado, so you're going to have football fans there. So I think Boulder, Colorado would be interesting. Now I'm going to have to agree with Clark. I'm going to have to pick Portland. Portland just seems like the perfect move for the AAF to get out in Oregon, a good football state, good Pac-12 connections, and I just think Portland would be dying for an Alliance of American Football team and get lots of fans out to those games. Alright guys, that was our Expansion City video. I hope you liked that. We took many of your suggestions from the YouTube community comments. Make sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at the AAF Zone. Thanks.